This is me. This is Allie. We're married, but our pop culture references go over each other's heads. So this is the show where we bridge our cultural gap. This is Allie Hasn't.
Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots.
Hey everybody, it's Doug here,
Allie.
and we are back fulfilling our promise of finishing the Muppets trilogy of the 90s. So we are here to watch Muppets from Space. You have not seen this one.
No.
Is your Muppet exposure still just the two movies we've watched in this series?
Yes. Probably the closest you would consider to an exposure is when I was still working at Cineplex.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a Muppets movie that came out that Tom Hiddleston had a cameo in.
Muppets Most Wanted, was it?
Anyway, I was just doing theater checks and I would just occasionally see that.
Okay,
but
so
I've never actually seen the movie.
Little bits here and there.
Yeah.
You really liked Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on Muppets Treasure Island again? Like, I feel like you liked it, but not as much.
Yes. If I recall. I remember in comparison to Treasure Planet, which I think I enjoyed a lot more. I mean, it's not to say that it was bad or anything, but I guess in comparison to both Treasure Planet and then comparing it to A Muppet's Christmas Carol.
So not as high on the Muppet tier, but also not as high on the Treasure Island adaptation.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. But still not bad?
Not bad. Not bad.
great,
I would watch
okay.
it again.
Muppets from Space, it changes the formula a little bit of the Muppet movies. And the last two ones we watched were sort of adaptations of, Christmas Carol and Treasure Island, as they don't hide at all. Where this one is an original story featuring the Muppets. It's not based on any previous literature.
Cool.
Also, it's not directed by Brian Henson, so it's a different director as well. So there's that.
All right.
Another note is that there might be a focus on different characters as well, because in between Muppets Treasure Island and this movie, there was a TV series called Muppets Tonight, and so there's a lot more characters from the Muppets Tonight show that kind of make it into this. I would have loved to do Muppets Tonight for this show, but I don't think it's ever been released on DVD.
Oh, no.
I've literally been looking for it. Every now and then I just check in again to see if there's any release of it. Nothing. Hey, Disney, listen up. Muppets Tonight, Disney Plus, that actually might make me subscribe. Okay?
Considering that this is a series that I am supposed to experience things that were important to you in your childhood, is there a story related to this?
Oh yeah, actually there is. I saw this movie in theaters. I don't remember seeing the other two movies that we did on here in theaters, but I very distinctly remember it. I took a girl that I liked to it. Didn't go anywhere because I was like 12.
I was imagining like 16-year-old you. I'm like, really, Muppets? So I'm like,
No, it was 1999. I was a kid, maybe 13. The most noteworthy part of it, apart from the movie, I liked the movie when I watched it, was that this is the movie that I saw where I purchased the ticket, and it turns out the $10 bill I paid for the ticket with was counterfeit. And the person at the till didn't realize it. I remember them scanning it with that little blue thing, and they were like, Anyways, they sold me a ticket anyway. And then the manager came and talked to me in the cinema. He's just like, so just so you know, you paid for this movie with a counterfeit bill. It was a counterfeit $10 bill. And I was like, ugh.
that's horrifying.
As
a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah, totally. And I think I got it from 7-Eleven. That seems to be the thing that checks out in my head. Because the things that I bought at that point in time was I would buy Spider-Man comics from the closest 7-Eleven to my place. And so, yeah, you're smirking, but hey, this is me. This is who I am.
I married you. This is no surprise to me.
He put my worries to rest right away. He was like, don't worry, we're going to let you stay. It's not a problem. And then he just basically sat down and showed me some of the ways that I could tell that it was counterfeit.
Was this during the movie?
No, it was before. We were sitting in it was before the days of the pre-show, as we know it. But it would have been during that chunk of time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, not during the film itself. I think they would have...
Because I was imagining that the movie's playing at this time, and then it's just like him talking loudly over the movie and people going, shh.
No. And if I recall, there weren't very many people in the theater at the time
Oh,
either. So.
well, that's a shame. Is that indicative of the movie?
I don't know. I can't remember. I don't remember the details, like what time or what day we saw it or anything like that. It was. Cool. Keep in mind, this was over 20 years ago. Oh my god, it was over 20 years ago. Honestly, like they handled it super well, and I learned something out of the whole experience. I was a small kid, and so it's like they're gonna look at me and be like, "Look at this thug. Let's nail him to the wall." That's my story about Muppets from Space.
Awesome.
And I like the movie too.
All right, so let's see how I'm gonna feel about it.
Yeah. Oh. Did I get a full screen version? It is full screen.
Is that bad?
Well, it's not the full picture. As you see, it's cut off the lines at the side. It's probably not gonna be that big of a deal, but I prefer widescreen. Because all modern day TVs are widescreen anyway. I don't know why they make a DVD on full screen.
That's funny.
I hear my mom say that all the time. Sorry. Thank you, Muppet.
Is that the reference?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, mom loves the Muppet, and she loves Animal, that character. So. It's pretty exciting. I gotta love the wormhole effect. Kind of like in Stargate.
Is that a hurricane?
Looks like it. That definitely looks like it. That's a big hurricane. Holy crap, that was huge.
Like, you see how much space it was taking up?
That was it. Yeah.
That's like end of days. Is it supposed to be Noah?
Oh, that's why. Yeah. That I guess that explains why it's so big.
So it was end of days in a way.
Then you are doomed. Wait.
Well, this is
A little bit more of an existential nightmare than most of the other ones.
You may need this.
No, I don't want to be alone. No.
Oh. Oh.
I don't want to be alone.
Boy.
And when you told him like that, I wanted to like pat his back and like burp him like a baby.
Dwarf in the jar of peanut butter.
Me.
Can confirm. Yeah.
This morning.
And yesterday morning. And trying to wake you up is I feel like every time I succeed, it's like achievement unlocked. Why would you wake up at 7:30 if you don't have to? Pretty funky fresh.
Oh my gosh, that is a nightmare. Like, when I get up, I often have, like, a mighty need to pee. So a communal bathroom like that would be my absolute... What is happening?
Well, the penguins are just using the tub.
It's like CIBC with the penguins. What is that in the sink?
His name's Pepe.
Did he... What?
He's a...
What am I watching?
See, this is what I would do in this situation. Is I would just
Shower with the garden hose?
I would just keep sleeping until everyone was done.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I may as well. Kind of like that.
Oh, it's like that commercial where the rat looks like it's dead, and then suddenly Eye of the Tiger starts playing, and then he's like doing push-ups with the trap.
Oh, okay. Eye of the Tiger does that.
Good morning, Ralph. Good morning, Buzz.
It's like cheaper by the dozen.
Good morning.
Haven't seen it.
Really?
Or I think I may have seen some of the really old one. Yeah, is that like Hilary Duff and Steve Martin and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know of it, but
Good morning, Piggy.
There's two of them.
I mean, I don't even know where I came from or who I am.
Literally, being Filipino, that's how I feel.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's what is the name of that character? I don't remember. But he was like one of the main characters of Muppets Tonight. Clifford. Clifford. Ooh, state-of-the-art special effects.
Watch the sky. Hey,
Those look like sour keys.
Rizzo. Rizzo, come here. Yeah, just a second ago, I swear, Rizzo, it said, watch the sky.
He's hallucinating.
Are you sure it didn't say you need help?
Why is he dressed like a douchebag?
Maybe you would like to be alone.
He's dressed like Marty McFly in the second movie.
Ooh.
Cool.
Remember when you could get toys in cereal boxes?
Yeah, is that not a thing anymore? I feel like I don't see that anymore.
No, not really. I think that like it gives you a code and then you have to order it online, or I don't even know if they still do it anymore. But yeah, I used to get like books, toys.
Even like video games, like really cheap kind of.
Oh, I never got that.
PC games, like it just come with a disc. You really?
Yes, yeah, I absolutely got those. For some reason, I was thinking like a cartridge or something.
No. Just like some PC games.
Like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Communication, sir. Better not.
Remember, there's always money in the banana stand.
What?
There's always money in the banana stand. Ever seen Arrested Development?
No.
Oh, he's in Arrested Development, Jeffrey Tambor.
Now, this same message. Focus.
What else has he been in? He sounds and looks familiar.
Which one?
We have
Bald guy.
You are on thin ice, boy.
He's on thin ice.
I thought your presentation was just wonderful.
What did he eat? Oh.
Did you see the live action How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Yes, he was the mayor, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, now that you say it, I'm like,
What did I do with
That guy, Clifford, with the dreadlocks,
yeah.
voiced by the same guy who does Elmo.
Really? That's fascinating.
Yeah. But voice actors gotta have a range. Well, at least it helps if they have range. Ooh.
Thor was pissed.
He's not the god of hammers. He's the god of lightning. Well, thunder.
Thunder.
But a thunder that always looks like lightning for some
Yeah. They're like, same difference.
So they really went with a 70s funk soundtrack?
I'm not complaining.
Oh no, I love
Sounds great.
I love the 70s music.
We got Jetsam and whatever the other one's name is.
Flotsam?
Yeah, no, thank you.
What are you guys, space fish? We are cosmic knowledge fish. Would you like some tea? No thanks.
I would love some tea. Man, I should make some tea.
Trying to reach you.
Before you and I met, I had a real big 70s music kick. Like I suddenly fell really crazy for Kool and the Gang and Casey and the Sunshine Band and Earth, Wind and Fire. I had a real big I suddenly was like super into that stuff for like a while. I still love it, but like you go through phases.
All right, prawn cracker.
The cosmic fish have spoken to me.
Mm.
I'm from outer space.
Yeah, that's great. Pepe, are you in or out?
Dos deuces. The prawn cracker wins.
I like that voice.
I swear, I had 4 races. I really did. I had 4 races.
You got to know when to hold it.
You know, there's a way. Is if they go through the deck and they don't see any aces, then his story checks out. You know,
Feel better?
the funny thing is, actually, now I kind of understand this reference a little bit better. This is like Close Encounters of the Third Kind, where Richard Dreyfuss's character has. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't want to talk about the dead cat. Richard Dreyfuss's character is having a breakdown because he wants to make contact with aliens.
Build a jacuzzi and we will come. I'm up. Well,
What is this? What is this party?
It's a jacuzzi party.
Okay.
He built it.
and we can.
All right now. Remember,
I love his little
I
life
built
vest.
this new jacuzzi for my alien families.
We gotta tell him the truth, Pepe.
Pepe the prawn?
Tell you,
Yeah.
and I respect you. I respect you like a pet donkey, okay?
So,
Yeah, Johnny.
hey, look at this kid.
Is he a reference of someone?
The suave looking guy.
Yeah.
Just wish
I think he's just sort of a caricature of like a lounge singer.
Of like an Italian American.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Because I'm thinking like Frank Sinatra, but
Yeah, basically that kind of. Cut from that
it's like
cloth.
essence of the mafia.
Yeah. It's so funny that there's that bear in the other scene and Fozzie bear, and they look completely different. Like Fozzie doesn't look anything like a bear compared to the other guy.
It just makes me think of it makes me think of a dog. You have a German Shepherd and then a pug.
Yeah.
They're both dogs.
They are technically both dogs.
What's his name again? Professor Honeydew?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love his face. Or
And
head.
his lack of eyes.
I just like his head. It's funny. It looks like a grape and I kind of want to pop it.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Uh-oh, it's Rob Schneider.
Who am I kidding? Yes, I am. Who can we possibly get?
I do not like that mustache on him. That's not a cappuccino.
Stand by, everybody.
Roll take, please.
Sorry, the barista in me. Like, that is clearly a coffee with cream in it.
2.
It reminds me of Troy when he met LeVar Burton.
And later it was confirmed to me by the cosmic fish that I am definitely from outer space.
Sounds legit.
You see,
So you want to go now or wait for the commercial?
Who's a celebrity that's gone nuts? Is it Gary Busey?
Yeah, I think he's one of them. There's also, classic Tom Cruise, circa 2005.
Is that when he was jumping on the couch?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love Katie Holmes.
Struggle comes up. You'll deal with me.
Oh, it's that guy.
He looks familiar.
He was that really gross brother from Kimmy Schmidt.
Gross brother? Oh, the brother.
Yeah, the one who really wanted to sleep with
Jacqueline?
Yeah, Jacqueline.
Yeah. Ugh. Actor's probably a really nice guy, but he's got a really douchebag face.
Whew. Of course. The old goal for the balls gag.
Have you ever hit anyone in the balls?
Not intentionally, I don't think.
Yes, Miss Piggy.
He's a terrible agent. He should have activated his cyanide pill.
I thought she said she was gonna dress up for something that says journalistic integrity. Is that what she said?
I guess it was, yeah, that's what she settled on apparently.
Okay, guys.
She looks like a dom.
And I'm assuming that doesn't stand for Dominic.
No nostrils. How do you smell?
Awful. Trust me, I'm his roommate.
Is that Hulk Hogan or at least?
Oh, no, that's Hulk Hogan.
Legend Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
I'm a bad guy.
I wonder how old Hulk Hogan is now.
He just got Willy Wonka'd. Augustus Gloop?
Yeah, that's right. Augustus Gloop.
Oh my gosh!
Hey, Rizzo. Nice
What is this movie?
Apparently it's a prison movie now.
Sure. But that would mean that we... Lab rats.
No.
Well, that's horrifying.
It's the Mystery Machine.
Tell me again. Why are we doing this?
That's right, because Gonzo's one of us. And no matter what happens...
One of us. Gobble gobble.
Hey! We left Bunton and Beaker back at the gas station. From this point on, no matter what happens, we never forget one of our own.
Oh no!
I mean, they left behind the snacks too.
Hey, Reese, watch out for them red circles, huh?
Oh, yeah? What's wrong with this?
Nobody ever listens.
Red cycles. Right.
Soikas.
Mid cycles.
Oh.
Oh, this ain't so bad.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Sir is trying to find the comedic side in animal cruelty.
It's a restricted area, lady. You gotta go.
It's Ray Liotta. Ray Liotta.
Go!
Goodfellas? Have you seen Goodfellas?
Now!
Yeah, a while ago though.
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
Come on, use the thing. Use the thing.
I
There
thought I
you go.
told...
Yeah, you know what's up. You know what's coming.
So long.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be in a Muppets movie.
Handsome family.
Very nice.
A lot of references. It was a
Red Dead Redemption?
Okay, good.
Red Dead Redemption? Shawshank
The
Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption.
Hello,
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Yeah.
Dr. Van Neuter. I'll be your brain surgeon.
He looks
today
like
if you
Andy
want.
Dick to me.
Got it? Brain surgeon? Fine. Feeling a little nervous, are we?
He actually speaks like Andy Dick too.
Nervous.
I didn't expect that. That's so funny.
Yeah, I think the Muppets really have the bulgy eyes gags nailed down. They do a pretty good job with those.
No, I don't think so.
He also just kind of reminds me of
No.
Brent Spiner in United States.
Ever had any problems with that? Itching, swelling?
Well, don't like me a couple years ago.
Very convincing costume. I like it. Oh, yeah, this reminds me of is
Men in Black?
as kind of, but I was also gonna say the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh.
Wait, what is it? A rat! I hate rats!
That's racist.
Today ain't your lucky day, Doc.
Ding ding ding.
Irrefutable evidence of extraterrestrial life.
It is like that scene in Independence Day.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? Actually,
Oh, it's totally a reference.
you called it. You called it. Ooh, she's going for the Spanx. She's going for the Spanx.
What makes you think that aliens are landing there, Gonzo?
Oh, that sandwich told me.
You know, look, Sunday's half price at the petting zoo.
Can you
For
imagine,
a bear.
can you imagine a bear at a petting zoo? That'd be actually pretty cool. That's very Men in Black.
Really good done. Wow.
Welcome to Earth.
Let's head for my car.
It actually could look a bit like a
Problem there, sir.
crazy super soaker.
You remember those?
This makes me miss the peony.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Peony time would have been just like a month ago. Shame. Shame. And they usually get some pretty funky acts in there too. They had Cool in the Gang that one year. I really want to go to that.
How long ago was that?
Got cold.
A few years ago. Can't remember exactly when.
Was that before we started dating?
Maybe early in our relationship.
Yeah, tell me about it. This whole situation's like something out of one of his sci-fi.
Is that Katie Holmes?
Oh, it is.
It's much more realistic.
And what's his name? Joshua Jackson.
You mentioned it earlier. I love Katie Holmes.
Oh yeah, it's true.
I stayed up all night dancing and didn't study for finals because of you. I'm cold.
Yeah, that was your choice, not his. Okay.
They also kind of remind me of the groupies in Independence Day.
The ones who got nuked.
Yeah. An egg. Wearing a thong on its head?
Yeah, an egg wearing a thong.
It could be full of chocolate, okay?
that's fair.
You.
Yeah. Hey, no man. If an egg came down and was full of chocolate, I'd feel that's a night well spent. Very close encounters. Starting intergalactic war.
First Contact War. Ay.
As a Mass Effect reference. Yeah.
Please, big boy. I never disobeyed my mother, and I never carried the flag, not even.
Ba wa weep ninny bon.
Let the one who is called Gonzo step forward.
Ba wa weep ninny bon.
You mentioned Cool the Gang earlier.
I did.
We
Celebration.
Let's all celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. So what's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! Celebrate good
A good moondraft is a mesmerizing thing. I thought it gives a nice touch because he's always been launching himself out of cannons. Shows he had a very natural inclination.
Please load weapon.
I think you need to pump it up a few times first. Super soakers! Super soakers, you had to pump them up! Come on!
You're the best friend any alien could ask for.
Oh, thanks, Gonzo.
Love you, Gonzo.
No. Is he really gonna go? He's not gonna go.
So, you're right?
But I can't go.
Chosen family. Chosen family.
My life is here.
It's all about family.
This is my home.
Vin Diesel? That-
Oh, that's Vin
That's
Diesel?
Vin Diesel.
Jeez.
Your decision.
You can't tell.
We will miss you.
I thought it was a really bad stitch.
Good
No. I can do a good Stitch. That's mine, but that's that's my Vin Diesel.
I'm sorry, Vin Diesel.
There was that guy who was like kind of right in the front. He was like in the middle of the frame. Looked very 1999. I don't know what it was about him.
Sometimes I feel that about you.
Me?
Not like recent, but whenever I see like pictures, except it's not 1999, it's like teenager you look very 90s.
Well, if it's teenager me, it's not that much further than off in the 90s.
It's not a bad thing.
I mean, it was of the time.
There's just one thing I still don't understand.
What's that, Gonzo?
Why did they ask me to build a jacuzzi? Yeah.
So, what did you think of the movie?
That was great. I think that might be my favorite one out of the 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
It was funny. I enjoyed all the references.
That's interesting. Yeah, now, here's the... I didn't want to say any of this beforehand, so I didn't, like, influence your opinion of the film or anything like that. But actually, this one was considered quite a failure compared to the other ones.
Really?
Yeah. It was a bit more of a box office flop. Kind of put the Muppets... made them dormant for a little while through the 2000s.
Oh, jeez.
Most people thought of it as a disappointment.
Oh.
I personally think it is underrated. I had a lot of fun with it at the time. I had fun with it this time. I wish there was like a trilogy of these like adaptations that they did, but they decided to go a different direction, and I felt it was okay. I thought it wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but I'm glad you liked it a lot.
Well, I really enjoyed the prawn. What's his name? Pepe?
Pepe the
Pepe the
Prawn.
prawn. I love him. He's great. He reminds me of Harrison.
Hey, it could be full of chocolate, okay? That's probably my favorite line in the movie. Is that
Because
one.
it's very you.
Yeah. I mean, you know me. I love poultry-based humor and chocolate-based humor. Those are two kinds of humor I really connect with.
Sure.
So that's hence my love of the Muppets. But like, I haven't seen this in a long time, and I think between me seeing this last and watching it this time, I think I've seen more of the classic sci-fi movies that they've referenced, particularly Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
I'm pretty sure that if I had actually seen this when it had come out, I was alive already, so I could have. I think I would have straight up loved that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely one that, I mean, I think perhaps time has been very kind to it, because I did notice on some of the other videos, people were saying like, you guys should review Muppets from Space. And I'm like, you know what? I should. And thus, we did.
I don't really have a lot to say about it. Like, I don't have any analysis on it. I just really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's genuinely a good movie.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what happened to the Muppets after this. Is through the 2000s there were a few more. They made a few Muppet movies, but they were like a lot of them were like straight to DVD kind of thing.
Yeah.
So this is the last theatrically released Muppet movie until the resurgence, the Muppets with Jason Segel, I think, which was that like 2011? That was actually, even that seems like a long time ago now. Jeez.
I was gonna say like, oh, that recent, and then I stopped. I'm like, that was 9 years ago.
Yeah. So there's that one, and then Muppets Most Wanted, and then there were a couple shows, and so the Muppets have had their ups and downs, and this was unfortunately financially speaking a down, but clearly has become sort of a cult favorite for some people. So
It's definitely one of mine.
So yeah, that rounds out the Muppets trilogy from the 90s. So those are the ones that I was particularly nostalgic for. So I don't know if we have any more Muppet stuff to put onto Allie Hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Disney. If Muppets Tonight is on Disney Plus, we'll do Allie Hasn't on it, which means we have to get Disney Plus, okay? I hope you're listening. No, honestly though, I really remember loving Muppets Tonight. Thank you so much for watching Allie Hasn't, everybody. We're gonna get that one in the can, and we're gonna do a Halloween episode next.
What are we doing?
Well, that's actually a remake of it that has just been released, or is being released very soon. But we're gonna do the original one that I grew up with of The Witches. And actually, there is a connection between The Witches and the Muppets.
What? All right.
We'll talk about that next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Like and subscribe and stuff.
All that stuff. Bye.
Bye.
I'm hungry.
Not as high on the Treasure Planet adaptation, or not as high on the Treasure, but not as high.